Alright guys, it's been a while since I done a YouTube video. I think this is gonna be the last video for the year. Right, today is what day? 30th December. I thought I was just gonna do one video, right, to talk about my predictions for 2026 when it comes to getting more leads, getting more clients. So yes, finally have some time today to just sit down. I wrote my newsletter about my prediction for 2026. So this is like the video version of it, right? And by now, if you don't know my content strategy, it's always to write a newsletter, right, before filming a video about it, and then chop it up and then distribute across all the platforms I'm on, right? Instagram, TikTok, YouTube Shorts. So I just want to share my take on when it comes to getting clients in 2026, right? My predictions, and just to keep it very short and simple. The first prediction, right? Prediction number one is that cost per lead, cost per acquisition, all right? Basically, the cost required to acquire a new customer will continue to rise in 2026. Okay, I've been saying this for a long time, and stats have proven that cost per lead have always been rising. All right, I started running ads way back in 2017, and next year is 2026, so that's like 9 years. Okay, and yeah, I've seen a lot. And it makes sense, right? For example, I work with real estate agents. Just in December alone, I have 5 agents reaching out to me to run ads, right? So what does that mean? It means that there are more people running ads. When there are more people running ads, it's going to be more competitive. Your cost per lead will go up. When your cost per lead goes up, then your cost to acquire somebody to become your customer or client will definitely go up. Okay, so what does that mean? Okay, I mean, I don't know about you, but for me as well, right? When I do my doom scroll, I look at my social media, I see a lot of ads. Some of these ads are just overhyped, right? They're shouting very loud, and I think generally people are tired of seeing ads. And to me, that's also one reason why cost per lead goes up, because nobody's. I mean, if people are tired of the ad, they won't even click in to give you their contact, right? So to me, that's one reason. That's my own take. Okay. But what does this mean for us running ads? For me, I run ads, I manage ads for a lot of my clients, right? So does that mean that we have to stop running ads if cost per lead is rising? Okay, so the answer is no. Because if you know how to do it right, you can still get very profitable in your campaigns. Okay, now what does that mean? It just means, right, that you need to up your game. Okay, I always say this, getting leads is just like the first part of the whole game. It's what you do after getting the lead that matters a lot, which means your follow-up skills. How good are you in calling people, in setting appointments? Okay, how good are you in your conversion when you meet someone? How good are you in converting them to becoming your client? So I think beyond just cost per lead, right, you just really have to look at the whole thing, the whole process. How can you tweak other parts of it? Since we already know that cost per lead is going to be high, right? How are you going to improve other sets of your skills so that it makes everything worthwhile? Because once you can convert someone to become a client, that's where everything starts to pay off, right? And that's where cost per lead don't even matter. Because I always say the same thing, right? It's really about mathematics. If you can spend $200 to acquire a customer who is willing to spend $2,000 with you, that's like 10 times, right? You will definitely do it over and over again. All right, if you really know how to do that, you will not have any cash flow or any customer acquisition issue anymore. Okay, and basically that's the skill I've been honing over the last 2 to 3 years, and now I help others do the same as well. And I find it fun because I see it as a game, and once I master that game, then I know I never run out of clients. And that's the reason why in 2025 I didn't really run ads anymore, because I mean I kind of built my content out. I have referral coming to me, and if one day I want to scale what I'm doing right now, right, and I know I can, just that I don't want to, because if you watch my content, you know I focus a lot on protecting my time because I spend time with my kids, right? But yeah, if I know now that I know if I want to scale, it's all about mathematics, right? And if you know how to do that, then yeah, don't have to worry anymore as a business owner. Okay, so my point in prediction number one is cost per lead is going to rise. So the question is, what are you going to do in other parts of your sales process to combat this rising cost per lead? It's easier said than done, but it really can be done. I mean, I've done it for myself, I've done it for a lot of clients, okay? And that's why I think for the last 3 to 4 months, my content is just always telling people about getting leads is not the most important thing right now. Okay, it's actually the easiest. It's what you do after that determines whether the whole campaign can be profitable or not. Alright, so my prediction number 2 when it comes to getting more clients and leads in 2026 is that business owners who don't do content will start to fall behind the game. Okay, they'll start to get left behind. Okay, and yeah, my take is this, right? You can survive as a business owner today without any online presence. I'm sure you can, right? Especially if you talk about traditional businesses. Okay, but I think most of you who are watching my content, you guys are some sort of running your own service or product business. All right, we have coaches, real estate agents, financial agents, service business owners, right? And my take is this: creating content online right now, right? To me, is like the basic cost of entry to this whole business game, really. Like, if you don't even do content, I don't think you stand a chance to even like acquire clients. You know what I mean? Simply because everybody is doing it. You go look at your industry. Okay, if you're watching this video, I don't know which industry you're from, but you go look at your peers. I'm sure you will notice that those peers who have social media content, right, whether they're running ads or not, right, they already have a sort of online presence. And that helps them a lot in terms of building trust, in terms of getting clients, right? So if you are not doing content today, I just feel that you will get left behind. Okay, and you basically lose out lah. So my take is a bit strong, but I really think that if you don't do content, you're gonna be left behind. And when it comes to content creation, right, I feel that a lot of people are chasing the wrong metric, right? They think they need to have a lot of followers, they think they need to have a lot of likes, but then it's not true. I can share with you when I started doing content in 2023, 2024, right? I only had 300 followers on Instagram, and in my email list, I only had 300 people, but I was still able to make money from it, right? I started to build towards a 5-figure income back then when I only had 300 followers. What I really want to tell you is that it's not about the followers, okay? It's about building a following, right? That it's aligned to you, your values, your mission. So you must think about it this way. Instead of having 1,000 followers, you just need 100 solid people, right? Who really buy into your vision, your goal, and they know who you are, they know what you do, and that's how you can start monetizing it. Okay, you don't need thousands of followers. That's why if you go and look at Instagram, right, there's a lot of like influencers with 10, 20k followers, but they don't actually make money. Okay, while people like me with just 300 followers, I can really monetize it. That being said, okay, what we are really trying to do when it comes to content creation, right, is to build trust. This is how I see it, right? From day one of somebody seeing your content to the day that they buy from you, there's a gap. Okay, so in this gap, what are they doing? They are either thinking whether to buy or not. They are doing their research on competitors, right? Doing their price comparison, whatever. But the gap can be shortened if you know how to build trust through your content. So what I'm trying to tell you is this: when you do content, right, it's not to get likes or get followers. It's to help you build trust, to build authority, so that it shortens the time people get to know you and to buy from you. Okay, so I don't want to say don't believe. I mean, I was lazy to do content last time, right? But in 2024, I started to do content because I realized the importance of it. And today, I'm really seeing the reaping the rewards of doing content because people know me better, right? And they are more likely to want to engage me to help them, right, on their business or running their ads. And that's basically the whole gist of doing content, is to really help you build trust faster, so that you shorten the gap of someone getting to know you better and to buy from you. So you must remember, right, every piece of content that you do, okay, is to really help you build trust. It is an asset, right, that will really add value to your business in the long run. Okay, so as long as you come up with a proper content plan and you just keep doing, right, it will compound, and then your leverage will get higher and higher and higher. Don't get overwhelmed. Every time I say do content, right, like business owners get, wow, must shoot video, must do this, do that. Okay, you don't be overwhelmed. Okay, just choose one content. People like to ask me, should I go TikTok, Xiaohongshu? You just need to choose one. I would suggest just focus on one, and I would choose Instagram. Okay, and if you are afraid, you can't be like me talking like this on video, right? If you're camera shy or whatever, it's very easy. You can start doing carousels. Okay, you can see my Instagram, there's some carousels. You can just share your views using writing. Okay, but if I were to prioritize, right, what kind of content does the best is really video. Because by watching a video, that person can build that rapport with you, right? Like now you're watching, you see the way I speak, the way I talk, you kind of build that rapport, which you can't do it using images. Okay, but we got to start somewhere. So today, if you're not doing any sort of content, no video, just start something simple. Start doing carousel, start putting your content out there, start writing first, so people can at least know your thoughts. Okay, so really just start, and your future self will thank you for it. Okay, if you follow my newsletter, right, I've put a link to where you can see my content strategy, right, which I say at the start of this video, right. Basically, it's a newsletter, then I record a video, I chop it out and put it. To me, this is the most efficient way to spread my message, and to really leverage on all the different platforms. Okay, but don't get overwhelmed by what I share. Today, the one thing we take away from this segment is just to just start doing a simple piece of content first. Okay, and this is precisely the solution on how you can combat the rising cost per lead in my prediction number 1. Prediction number 3, those people who use AI will really pull ahead in the game. Okay, and AI is a topic I rarely speak about. I mean, right now you see a lot of AI gurus teaching AI stuff, right? I mean, I don't really talk much about it, but it has become a very essential part of my business workflow. I mean, I don't even know where to begin. I use AI almost every day, right? I talk to ChatGPT. I use ChatGPT, I use Claude, I use Gemini, right? But it is so infused in my work process already that I don't think I can do without it. Okay, from brainstorming to coming up with proposals, coming up with ideas, to writing ad copy. Okay, AI really just speeds things up by a lot. Like it will double, triple your speed of getting things done. So that's what I mean by if you find a way to implement AI into your workflow, right, you can really become much more efficient. And I'm always about efficiency, right? How should I put it? I mean, I'm not very good with words, right? Like all my friends, I always tell them, hey, just automate lah. They think that I'm lazy, I don't want to do it, but it's not, right? I always want to maximize my workflow so that I can get back what? I can get back time. Right? I can get back time to spend time with my kids. You can see from my, like, I love my kids a lot, right? I want to spend time with my family, and I feel that, okay, this can be another topic for another day, but I don't suit my life to my business, right? My business is supposed to serve me. And that's why I really want everything to be done very efficiently, very effectively, and AI is the way to do it. So when I talk to business owners these days, right, when I consult them on their strategy, and I realize I'm quite surprised when I see they are not using any form of AI in their workflows. Okay, I'm sure maybe some jobs you cannot use AI lah. Maybe today if you're a hairdresser or I don't know, you run a car tire business, you change the tire. Let's say laborious work, you probably can't use AI. But if you're a business owner and you need to strategize your business, right? Like AI is the fastest way to help you, right? I'll give you a very simple prompt, right? Because I see the way people use AI, it's they use it for a very low level task. Write me this caption, which is very low level, right? You want to use AI to be your thinking buddy, okay? And the formula, a simple prompt you can use is this, right? Always give them a context, right? A background to who you are, what you do, and what you want to achieve. Okay, so I wrote in my newsletter, right? The simple prompt is this: context plus what I want to achieve. So let's say if you're watching this video right now, okay, for example, you're a real estate agent, okay, and you want to, after watching this video, you want to see how you can use AI to do your work better, right? Then you just type it in. I am a real estate agent. For the past 10 years, I've been serving buyers, sellers, okay, and I want to learn how I can use AI to make my work more efficient. Just type that in. All right, in my newsletter, the example I gave was I'm a personal trainer. I specialize in helping people to lose weight and gain muscle. I want to know how I can use AI to increase my workflow efficiency. Okay, you can see like basically this comes out, right? It will show you personalized work plan, nutrition guidance, how to engage your clients, how to do content creation and social media marketing, right? This further adds to my point, right, that there's no reason for someone to not do content, right? They cannot say I don't know, because you don't know means you probably you don't want to do it, you never go and research, right? But with AI, ChatGPT, you just type the whole thing in, they can have the whole content plan for you. So today, right, if you really want to get ahead of the game, right, I'm not saying it's a challenge between competitors. Like to me, there's no point in challenging others. It's always like challenging yourself, bettering yourself, right? And if you want to do that, just use AI to really help you with your workflow so that you can become better at your work. Okay, so today I have a lot of tools helping me, right? For those of you who are interested, I use ChatGPT to bounce ideas off, right? But when it comes to copywriting, I use Claude, right? And I can tell you very confidently that today, right, I can write out a very high converting video script for a realtor in less than 3 minutes. And I'm pretty sure no one in the space can do it except me. Okay, because I can do it very, very fast. That's how I can just make my clients film them, right? Edit the video and just put it out in less than 7 days. They will start getting leads already. Okay, that's why a lot of real estate agents come to me, because I can execute very fast. Okay, but without AI, I can't do that, because in the past, I used to take like 1 day at least to write the ads, right, to do the research. But now with AI, you can get all the data very fast, right? And that's exactly how I am able to, really pull ahead in the game. So That's my a short video. Okay, that's not a short video. I think it's like 15 minutes, but this is a video of me sharing my views, the prediction of 2026 and what to focus on. Basically, just do more content, use AI to help you do that, and try to build a workflow that is consistent so that, you know, it compounds, everything compounds, right? Nowadays, I don't want to do things that won't compound. If somebody asks me to go on a project that is like, I don't see a long-term vision for it, I won't do it, right? But I'll continue to do content. I'll continue to do YouTube videos like this, even though I only have like not even 100 followers, I think, on YouTube. But I started with just 200 followers back in my Instagram, right? And it doesn't matter to me because I know it's a long game I'm going to play. And I know that this will always compound. As long as I just be consistent in doing all these things, right? Everything will compound. In the next 2-3 years, I'm going to be ahead. And yeah, I'm confident of that. So today, right, start thinking about, you know, how you want to do your content and how you can use AI in your workflow. And I hope that 2026 will be a good year for you. My goal for 2026 is to become a better version of myself when I was in 2025. All right, so here's wishing all of you a happy new year. Wish you good health, good luck, good everything. All right, thanks for watching.